It gets very embarrassing for John Healey, doesn't it? He opens his mouth and then things go wrong. Who knows? But the drone threat to Britain's RAF base on Akrotiri and a government response that's raising some very serious questions seem to be at odds with each other. Because while alarms were sounding on the base and evacuations were underway, ministers were insisting there's absolutely nothing to worry about. It's all fine as the house is burning down. Now, the Cypriot government has confirmed that two unmanned aerial vehicles that were moving towards the direction of the British base at Akrotiri were confronted in time. They were shot down. The drones were heading directly towards the UK's strategic airbase. Sirens sounded, personnel evacuated, emergency procedures were initiated and triggered, and naught came of it. Nobody was hurt, and the drones were safely dealt with. It was a very clear and immediate security threat, and it was dealt with professionally and quickly. Excellent. But here's where things get awkward. Just hours earlier, 2 hours earlier, in fact, Defence Secretary John Healey had insisted the Iranian attacks in the region were not targeting Cyprus. And then, almost immediately, the alarms went off in Akrotiri. Evacuations, a direct drone threat. The contrast has not gone unnoticed, shall we say. This comes obviously among the escalating conflict across the whole of the Middle East, and with Britain now getting, should we say, seriously embroiled. We're now allowing US use of UK bases for defensive operations, deploying RAF jets in the region, and warning of rising threats to British personnel. But Akrotiri is one of the UK's most important overseas military installations. It's a key launch point for operations across the whole of the Middle East. It makes any incident there very highly significant. And so the official line saying that the UK isn't directly involved, and then immediately having drones targeting the United Kingdom, because Akrotiri is actually the UK. It's not a base on Cyprus. It is actually United Kingdom. United Kingdom laws apply. It is there. It is legally and sovereignty. It is United Kingdom. And so, yes, we could say that the United Kingdom has actually actively been targeted by Iran. Now, this, of course, is suggesting that the threat is getting closer to home, and the government now faces a rather difficult credibility problem. No, there's nothing to worry about. Boom. And it's a bit like Comical Ali, isn't it, during the Iraq War, when he's standing there and he's saying, no, the Americans haven't invaded, and in the background are American tanks trundling down the road toward him. That's what we've got with John Healey. Comical Healey. It's a pathetic bunch we've got in charge, isn't it? Absolutely pathetic. Haven't got a clue what's going on. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much.